Hey guys, what's going on? It's Serby here. Just wanted to get my first tutorial video out. We're going to talk strategies today about the Grim Patron Warrior. It's currently really strong in the current meta. And, if you've ever come across it, you know how painful it can be. We've all cried tears of loss towards it. And for those of us who have the deck, we've cried tears of victory as well. So, let's go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and show you guys the Grim Patron Warrior deck that I currently built. This one though, it doesn't fit the full meta because I don't have Gromash, the legendary for the Warrior. And I wanted to do it that way so that I can make this video for the people who don't happen to have that legendary and haven't actually had a chance to craft it for themselves. And but you can still have a strong Grim Patron Warrior deck and still deal out the devastating damage and that one turn that you need to just finish them off, right? So before we go ahead and get started, I'll go ahead and go into the deck and show you guys what we're currently running in it and why we're choosing these cards. So first is Inner Rage. It deals 1 damage to a minion and gives +2 attack. Typically you can use this for multiple scenarios. A lot of times people use it, of course, to buff your character. Typically, you can also have it do the damage to the Grim Patron Warrior, where you can go ahead and have a secondary one come in and you'll buff that first one. I've seen people use it to clear mobs on the other person's side of the field as well. We're currently running one of those. Execute, it's pretty self-explanatory. Because this deck is a combo deck, you're only really going to ever be effective at the 8 mana crystal. So you want to be able to clear mobs out. So that early wave, from the 1 mana crystal over to 8, you want to use this card to get rid of the strong cards out there on their side of the field. We have 2 of those. Whirlwind, you have to have this in your deck for Grim Patron Warrior deck because that's what's going to bring out the extra Grim Patron Warrior. So if you have your Grim Patron 1 out, let's say you have 2 or even 3, you run a Whirlwind, now you have 6, right? Or you just double up whatever you have out currently on the field. And it works wonders for also the Frothing Berserker, where he gets +1 attack for every single minion on the field, yours and theirs included. So that one we'll hopefully be able to show you later on in the video. We got Fari War Axe. This one's used primarily so that you can go ahead and clear mobs out as you're trying to build up to the point where you can run your combo. So we have 2 of those. We have 2 Battle Rage. This one, it's all about drawing cards, right? This deck, you need to get all your cards in your hand. That's what makes a combo deck. If you don't have the cards in your hand, of course you can't run the combo, so it's kind of self-explanatory. Slam is also another draw card. You can combo this with Execute. We have 2 of these. It does 2 damage to a minion. If you have to use it and to get rid of a minion, just do it. But if you can use it and maximize the offerings that this card gives you, which is to draw another card, do that as well. Armor Smith, absolutely essential in this deck as well. If you come across these Grim Patron Warriors, sometimes they can go upwards of 20 armor on top of whatever health that they have. And so you're going to need that. Cruel Taskmaster, we only have 1 of these. This one, pretty self-explanatory. Deal 1 damage to a minion, use it on your Grim Patron Warrior or anything else that you can use to clear their side of the field. You can also deal that 1 damage just like the other one, just like Inner Rage, where you can clear one of their mobs on the other side of the field that has 1 HP. Unstable Ghoul, we have 2 of these. It's a taunt, has a death rattle to deal 1 damage to all minions. You use this as well to combine it. Typically you see people combine it with the Armor Smith or the which one? What's the other one? Oh, Acolyte of Pain. There you go. So that card, so that you can draw cards or gain armor, or even, if you happen to have them out on the field with a Grim Patron Warrior, you can get extra on there. And you can combine him with the Frothing Berserker as well. So very highly utilizable within this deck in many different situations. Acolyte of Pain, he's another draw card. We use this because you can combine it with Whirlwind or with any of the other cards in your deck that does 1 damage. But he only draws a card when he gets hit, so you use it sparingly. Typically people want to get rid of this card as fast as possible so that you don't get to draw more than 1. But an extra card, 1 or 2 or 3, is perfect. That's all you really need. So we have 2 of those in your deck. We got the Frothing Berserker. His combination with the Warsong Commander and the Whirlwind, it's a beautiful thing. You have to have this guy in your deck. I currently have 2 of them in mine. You want to get 2 too. Warsong Commander, this is what makes your combos possible. Whenever you summon a minion with 3 or less attack, give it charge. Remember, Warsong Commander has to be on the field first before you summon the next minion that you want to have that charge ability. Now, if you combo him with the Frothing Berserker, and let's say you use Whirlwind, you get the Berserker's attack up to 9, he can still attack because his initial attack is 2. So it's within that range. I'm not sure if they're going to change that in the future, but hopefully they don't. And I'm sure a lot of people wish that it does. I was on that side of the fence as well at one point, until I got this deck. Death Spite, pretty much the same thing as as Whirlwind, but you can use it to clear mobs as well. You can use it to get more armor combined with the Armor Smith, draw another card combined with Acolyte of Pain, summon more Grim Patrons. When he's out on the field, many different usages for this. Dread Corsair, you use that because it's a taunt, and you'll combine this with either your Fiery War Axe or your Death Spite, because he will cost 1 less for every attack on your weapon. So if you have Death Spite, he's free. You have Fiery War Axe, he's only 1 cost. So he's practically a free taunt, which you definitely are going to need in the early game. Gnomish Inventor, like I said, it's just to draw a card. You need more cards in your hand, so self-explanatory there. Grim Patron, they don't call it a Grim Patron Warrior deck for no reason. He's the central focus around this, and hopefully we get to show you how he works soon. Then Emperor Thorson, you need this guy because when you're drawing so many cards within the deck, drop him out on the field. Now everything's going to cost 1 less. Now you have a lot more ability to combo. So that's the current deck that I'm running for my Grim Patron Warrior deck. Credit does not go to me. I actually got it online. I believe it was through hearthstone.com. I'll get you guys the actual link, and I'll add it to the video as well, description, so that you guys know where I got it from. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me 1 second. So on the screen is actually a copy of the Grim Patron Warrior deck, so you can see that as we go along. Let's do ranked. All right. Ooh, another warrior. Alright, cool. Let's see how this is gonna go. Alright. Mulligans, typically you'll want any 1s and 2s. Warsong Commander, she's good to have, but I typically will wait for her to come back out. Just because you need her as your main combo, so you might get another card that's more useful in the early game. Let's see what we get. Whirlwind, not bad. So with the Grim Patron Warrior deck, you don't have anything you can do in the first turn. So typically you just go ahead and end your turn. Let's see what he has. He ends his turn too. So that probably means he's probably running a Grim Patron Warrior deck as well. We'll find out. Of course, Warsong Commander comes right back out. Alright. So let's get the Acolyted Pain out so we can get a draw card. Since he drew the Loot Hoarder, so he's trying to get some cards as well. Alright, so right now, what do we want to do? Do we want to grab a taunt and then do shield, or we'll do the Gnomish Adventure so we can go ahead and draw a card. And then I'll go ahead and enrage him, get 1. So now he becomes a higher profile target. He does 3 damage. He already took 1. We get a card. And instead of attacking his Loot Hoarder, I'm just going to go ahead and start taking away at his armor. Mainly because you don't want a warrior to get too high of armor. Of course, it's going to make you harder to kill them. But also, if he has high armor and he happens to have the Shield Slam card, it really is going to make it difficult. So, also the great thing about making the Acolyted Pain more powerful is he's going to be a higher priority target, as you saw right there. Alright, so we got 5 mana crystals. What do we have right now? We can do Fiery War Axe. Won't be able to clear her out unless I actually combine both, which I can do. Or I can get another card from there. Because she's such a high cost card, let's go ahead and bring her out. And we'll go ahead and attack him. So I didn't kill his Gnomish Adventure Wolf typically because I didn't have enough attack. So I'd rather attack the hero and then have the possibility that I'm going to go ahead and finish her off next round. That's a good combo. You're going to see this very often. Very often. Wow, this guy, you got a good one. You got a good draw. Alright, so we have ours as well. So we're going to want to put her out. We'll put the Acolyted Pain out. And then we're going to Whirlwind. So if I Whirlwind, I'm going to give him a lot of armor. But then I'm also going to get armor as well. What to do? I'm going to wait on the Whirlwind. Yeah, I'll wait on the Whirlwind. That's fine. And then he's going to do damage to everyone. I'll use Execute to destroy one of his armor smiths. So, as you can see how annoying she can be, he already has 10 armor. That's why you gotta get rid of her ASAP. ASAP. But I have 6. So, we're pretty close. We're pretty close. I'm absolutely convinced that he does the same thing. He executes mine, which is fine. So I'm absolutely convinced he has a Grim Patron Warrior deck too. So let's see who's going to be able to get theirs out sooner. So we'll do another Armor Smith. We will do the Unstable Ghoul. So now we can maximize these because once they kill him, we do 1 damage. We'll grab the Fiery War Axe. And we will execute her. Or there, I don't know if it's a guy or girl. Which one counts? So, go ahead and get rid of him. And I want to let him draw a card. He's eventually going to draw a card anyways, but I'm going to draw it later. And get that armor. Alright, cool. Looking good. So, as you see, he has 5 cards in his hand. Then he drops Emperor Thorson. Great time to do it because now all those cards Actually, now he has 6 because of his other guy, which is fine. Alright, so I will attack him. Draw a card. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. 5, 6.
Please be thirsty.
So now I'm gonna use his ability so I can buff this guy up. Frothing Berserker, fantastic. Let's go ahead and finish him off. There we go. And going in. Nice. So, as you see, that's one of the combos that we can do. Probably should have held on to that weapon because, yeah, that wasn't smart of me. Sometimes I do dumb things, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. And he does the exact right thing to attack our Warzone commander. He knows how important it is. That's the only way we're going to get charges on our characters. Alright, so now we have... I do Death Spite, I can get him out. Alright, if I put my Grim Patron Warrior out, he's not going to be able to use this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lock him down. And then I'm going to combine it with this guy. Because just in case he dies, I'll get another Grim Patron Warrior. And
Strike.
I'll go ahead and do a Whirlwind. So now I have 2 that's going to be out on the field. So we're going to be in really good position for the next round just in case he has something good to combat it with. Uh-oh. Of course. I knew that was going to happen. So this might be... No, this won't be GG for me as of yet. But it's going to hurt really bad. The one thing I don't like about the Grim Patron Warrior decks is it takes so long to bring the Grim Patron Warrior in to the fold that a lot of times you're going to have these short feuds hit you. So now he's going to attack with his weapon. He's going to get the Whirlwind. So that's going to mainly buff his Frothing Berserker. Because he has too much on the field. He's not going to be able to maximize all the duplications on there. He probably should have actually attacked with this Grim Patron Warrior first before actually doing that attack. Because that would have been an extra 3 damage. I'm going to have to give him a well played because that was pretty damn good. So as you can see right now, he's not even sure if he's going to be able to attack. He got 1 off. Alright. Alright, so if I do Death Spite, get free taunt, I'm gonna want to do Battle Rage. Ah, thank goodness. It's so nice. Alright. I'll slam this guy. Ah, damn it. Why'd I attack for that one? Ugh. Should have saved the five attack one. So I left this guy alive because he only has 1 HP. I wanted to do some damage on the guy's face that round. I should have attacked with the five attack guy, but you know what? I'll be okay. I may regret it. Let's find out. Gotcha, yeah, that was pretty stupid. Well, there you go. And that it is. You knew that it would have been over next round. Great job, good game, sir. And that ends the video tutorial, guys. I hope you guys really liked it. Please give me a +1 if you guys do. I'll have a link to my Twitch account as well. I'd really appreciate it if you guys followed me on there, because I really want to be able to create better content for you guys. And this is just the first video of many to come. Thank you so much.